I through some of these like art projects, we weren't really sure what to do with it, right? We had just finished this talk at the high school, and we were hunting for like other opportunities to use this and thinking about new applications. And one of the things I just worked on as a solo project was I started shooting music videos. I live in LA, so a lot of people around me are musicians. So I started shooting music videos, but I didn't quite want to, take that step into sharing them just directly to the internet. I wanted to kind of get a couple shots up before I started branding myself that way. And then I thought, like, how could I do that? And it became really clear. It's like, well, we've already built something that might be useful here. So what we decided to do is I asked each of these artists to gather physical addresses for some of the fans that they think would be interested in this. So they did, and we created postcards where it did exactly what Unstationary's cards do today. So it was really the first version of what we're talking about. Is we sent postcards with a music video that was, so to speak, digitally embedded inside of these cards. And we sent them out and people loved them. So that, again, it was the reaction driving us, right? It was just, we realized how passionately people were reacting to them, how many videos I would get, which is another interesting layer we haven't even discussed, is that part of the value of what we're doing here is that the people that you're marketing to are potentially creating content on your behalf because they're so excited about this thing that they're receiving. So that was the first version. We did a couple different iterations of that, and by the third one, we actually had ad space on the back of the card. It's just like, hey, we're collaborating with this artist. Would you like to purchase a little ad space? Same way you would in, like, I don't know, a yearbook or something like that, right? So really simple model. And that was interesting. Again, we got it was a signal. At
Well,
that point, it didn't even have the name Unstationary. It again was sort of an art project that it started feeling like we had momentum, like there's something else going on here. That's when I ran into my co-founder. He got his hands on one, and I love telling the story. Is he's looking at this card, and he's like, blown away. He's really excited about what he's seeing, and he's telling me how much he loves it. And then he goes on to tell me this anecdote, which it really sticks out in my mind. He's like, "Are you familiar with 19 Crimes Wine?" Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, 19 Crimes Wine has their own app where, and I think Snoop Dogg is actually like a partial owner now, where if you aim at the label, the label comes to life in a very similar way to the way ours works. It's app based, so it's a little different. But he told me, he's like, I don't know if this wine is good, but I bring it to most parties because it's such a cool party trick, right? And that's when it clicked for me. I was like, wow, there are people that are interested in this just for the sake of it, not even like the experience. It's like they want to be the early adopters. They want to show people this thing. They want, that's it's an interesting way, again, to like evangelize like a certain group of people that tend to be early adopters of technology. So that was really the like the turning point where it was like, I think we have something here. You start looking at how many greeting cards are sent every year just in the US alone, how much direct mail is sent, and then going back to some of the points that make us a little stronger than the traditional versions of greeting cards and direct mail. I mean, it became really clear. Like this is something we can't ignore. This is a really big opportunity.